It looks like Megan Thee Stallion and Kendrick Lamar are teaming up to expose Drake, specifically his secret hatred of black women. There has been talk for a while that Drake low-key hates black women, even though he has always denied this and claims to have nothing but love for his black queens. It's not surprising that he would deny this because his fan base is majorly made up of black people, so the last thing he wants is to piss off his fans. But even with that, it's still hard not to notice how he moves in a weird way when it comes to black women and how he demeans them. I mean, Megan has sworn to have eternal beef with him after the way he treated her during the whole messy situation with Tory Lanez. Now, I know that the situation was dicey, and there were people who believed that Megan was lying about getting by Tory, and she was trying to pull a successful man down, blah blah blah. I mean, there were literal bullet fragments retrieved from Megan's leg, but she was still accused of lying. At the time, most people in the industry knew better than to come out to reveal that they thought Megan was lying. For one, it would have made them look super insensitive, and they didn't want to do that to themselves. Plus, Megan was already being bullied heavily on social media, so why on earth would anyone make it worse for her? It was like every time she breathed or said something, there was always someone in the comments calling her out for trying to ruin Tory's life or dragging her for snitching to the cops, even though she tried to cover up for him in the first place. And the only reason she exposed him was that he and his team were clowning and making fun of the situation. So it was hella weird for Drake to diss Megan unprovoked on his song with 21 Savage called Circo Loco, where he said, "This be lie about getting shots, but she's still a stallion. She don't even get the joke, but she's still smiling. Shorty say she graduated, she ain't learned enough. Play your album track 1, K I heard enough." It was weird AF that he came for Megan like that because he and her never had beef of any kind or bad blood or anything like that. So him coming after her like that was just weird AF and random. Plus, it's not like he and Tory were close or anything like that. I mean, they had a song together, but they didn't exactly hang out together or run in the same circle. So it's not like Drake was defending his friend. According to Megan and Kendrick, the only reason Drake took those shots at Megan was nothing more than because of his hate of black women, and how Drake wanted to see Megan, a black woman, humiliated, even though she was the victim in the situation. Drake had no particular interest in the situation, he just wanted to see Megan lose, allegedly. And y'all know that Megan is not the type to let a diss like this pass by without addressing them, and she slammed him on social media and called him out for being a hater. She threw some shade right back at Drake saying, "I know I'm very popular, but y'all gotta stop attaching weak conspiracy theories and bars to my name. Ninjas nor ever address me or at me with a fact or receipts. I am clout, B. Keep sucking my pee." She also said, "Stop using my shooting for clout, lame men. Since when is it cool to joke about women getting shot? You men, especially rap men, are lame. Ready to boycott about shoes and clothes but dogpile on a black woman when she say one of y'all homeboys her." This was back in 2022, and she was already dropping hints about how Drake hates black women, but we just didn't put 2 and 2 together at the same time to see what was happening right in front of our eyes. Megan also continued and said, "And when the effing facts come out, remember all y'all favorite rappers that stood behind a man that shot a female. People attack me, y'all go up for it. I defend myself, now I'm doing too much. Every time it never ends, and this did not happen until I came out and said I got shot. Y'all don't mess with me? Okay, cool, F it, bye." According to Megan, not only did Drake get her bullied by his fans by claiming that she was lying about the Tory situation, but he also trivialized her college degree and made her look dumb by saying that she didn't learn anything in college. Again, which is just giving hater vibes. I mean, he dropped out of high school because he couldn't juggle high school classes with his upcoming career, and he only got his high school diploma in 2012 when he was 26. Not only did Megan graduate high school, but she was also able to juggle her career and college, and she graduated from college in 2021 with a Bachelor of Science in Health Administration. I'm not trying to shade Drake because trying to build a career is hard enough on its own, and it can be very difficult balancing it with a career, but at the same time, it's just wild that he's dissing someone who went to college and trying to downplay her achievements. You know, the same achievement he doesn't have. Boy, bye. Because of his actions, Megan and Drake have bad blood. Even after Tory was found guilty after the trial, Drake still showed support for him, posting a picture of Tory on his status and calling for his release. But according to Kendrick, Megan is not the only black woman that Drake has been shading online, because he did the same thing to Rihanna as well. The crazy part about this is that Rihanna and Drake used to be good friends and even collaborated on some hit songs like What's My Name, Take Care, and Work. Drake was the perfect gentleman to Rihanna in public, but according to Kendrick, it's all because he had a crush on Rihanna and he wanted her to date him. But even with that, he still didn't treat Rihanna well because he cheated on her while they were dating, and when Rihanna broke up with him, he got in his feelings about it. He has been throwing sneak disses at at her and her man A$AP Rocky since then. In his song Fear of Heights, he mocked her and said that intimacy with her was average, saying what really had people talking was the part where he said, "Why they make it sound like I'm still hung up on you? That could never be me. Gal can't ruin me. Better him than me. Better it's not me. I'm anti. Yeah, and the intimacy was average with you. I'm anti because I had it with you." He also said, "Okay, I'm auntie like your daddy's sister, auntie like a family picture, and I had way better bees than you. To be honest, yeah, that man, he's still with you. He can't leave you. Y'all go on vacation, I bet it's Antilles." He even dragged Rihanna's man A$AP Rocky into the beef, even though it was just between him and Kendrick. Child, when I tell y'all that Rihanna lives in this man's head rent-free, he said, "Rakim talking ish again, gas cause you hit my BM first, ninja do the math, who I was hitting then. I ain't even know you rap still, cause they only talking about your fit again. Probably gotta have a kid again before you think of dropping any ish again. Even when you do drop, they gonna say you should have modeled cause it's mid again. Smoking Fenty about it, should have put you on the first one, trying to get it in. Ask Fringe if this is a good idea the next time you cuddled in that bed again. She'll even tell you leave that boy alone before you get your head split again." Child, cheating on a woman and then dissing her and her man after 8 years is just some nasty, nasty business. And it just goes to show how much Drake has been going after black women for a long time. But Kendrick has more to say about this, and he pointed out how Drake has been mocking his fiancée Whitney for allegedly being a victim of DV from Kendrick. Now, I know that this is a feud and both sides are taking shots at each other, but while Kendrick has been going after Drake and shaming him for allegedly being a creep, Drake has been taking shots at Kendrick's fiancée and shaming the victim for being hurt. Now, Kendrick has always denied the allegations of putting paws on his fiancée.
Oh wait, this is true.
Yeah.
When they said you were in Vegas and you some guy bloody and you did something to some female,
Yeah.
and they said they had evidence and all of this, and then I never heard anything about it again.
Yeah, because it's foolishness. That's the most ignorant stuff I've ever heard made up on
I was like,
on
Kendrick
my
did that?
name.
I doubt it.
And, you know, that person, whoever made that up, owes an apology. Not to me, but to women that actually go out there and get a you dig what I'm saying? That's a real issue. And to be putting a person name that you know that stands for someone way more better, that's been raised way more better than that, that's not cool. There's people out there that really get a there's women out there that get a and don't say nothing and you know live their lives through that. So that's
Because I was like, I'm
apology.
sure if that happened, there'd have been a police report. You would have been arrested.
That's foolishness. That's ignorant. That's all the way ignorant to 100%.
When you hear things in the news, certain things I believe about artists. That story, I didn't even think that was remotely close to it.
But again, this didn't matter to Drake, and instead of coming for Kendrick like he should, he is taking cheap shots at Whitney, and that's just messy AF. Fans commented, "I know it's probably over, but I want Kendrick to drop a record on which he says Megan's name. We know Drake hates black women. Let's be specific about the ones he's attacked. Name Rihanna too." I think the saddest part about all this mess about Drake is, besides the kids and victims involved, black women been exposed his butt years ago about being a pet, and hardly anyone listened. I'm glad Kendrick is doing the Lord's work, but I hate that it takes him to do it. And Kendrick pointing out Drake's weird animosity towards black women. Glad it wasn't only us that noticed. Anywho, y'all drop your thoughts in the comments, then check out this next video.